I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. Welcome back to me. I'm here. Hello. I hope you missed me. Because I missed being on my computer. as a as a gamer, I've realized that the longer I'm away from my computer, the more I can't deny the gamer itch that dwells within me. Oh hey, Zio's girlfriend's here. Hi Galaxy. um 4 days, honestly, like I think is the perfect trip amount of time for me. Any more than 4 and I'm like itching my inner arm. I'm like I need to play a video game. I need to look at my Final Fantasy 14 HUD and do absolutely nothing else for 5 hours. Ah! So after the 5 hour drive back from California, I did nothing but sit pretty much comatose at my computer and stare at the good screen. How I missed my big old good screen. But how was your guys' weekend? How was whatever the fuck you guys did? I don't know. I was honestly pretty blissfully offline for the weekend. I don't know what happened. So before I get into, everything I did on my silly little trip, my silly little vacation, I'd like to hear about what you guys did. What were you guys up to? Didn't expect to see me, huh? No. Galaxy's no. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It was a villain musical May wanted to show me in the FNAF musical. Yeah. Last night, with Zio, last night I was like, I'm bored. Do you want to watch something? And I've been trying to get Zio into like more musicals. And so I showed her Dr. Horrible's sing along blog. It's like a 40-minute musical from like 2012. It's got Neil Patrick Harris in it. Um, um, it's very good. It's just a little bite-sized musical experience, and it very much encapsulates the feeling of what being in 2012 was. So I'm quite fond of it. It feels very like Tumblr-esque and nerd culture of 2012. So I really like Dr. Horrible's sing along blog. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching it. But that's what we watched, and then we also watched the FNAF musical. Because when we were watching Dr. Horrible's sing along blog, there was a song. She was like, "Huh, this kind of reminds me of a song from the FNAF musical." So then we watched the FNAF musical too. Truckin was coping with his MTG addiction over the weekend, as expected. Truckin went to an MTG tournament, and I'm sure you slaughtered my boy. I'm sure you killed him. Nightmare said, "Make quick question. You streaming longer than an hour?" Depends how much we yap, I guess. I don't know. Usually my yapping streams don't tend to go over like an hour, hour and a half. So we'll see. But yeah, the plan for today is just to be real chill. I'm gonna show you guys my pictures. I'm gonna talk to you guys because I missed you, of course. Now we need to plan for Phantom. Yeah, if we want to watch the Phantom of the Opera together, it's like a 2-hour movie, 2-hour musical. It's quite long. So we'd have to set out time to watch that together. Can I recommend one that I find super funny? Sure. Also, Julius, Zio, Ruckin, what are you guys praying for today? I also realized that my tits isn't working again. Why isn't my tits figuring? Terrible app. Not terrible. I love it. It just breaks all the time. I'm praying that my card shop has the cards. I need to build my deck for this one. Of course. I'm not sure what the new Magic the Gathering release is called, but I hope it's there. Hold on, wait. Let me actually pray. I'm telling you, I'm praying for you. All right. Praying that your MTG release will be there this weekend, and thus it shall be so. Amen. My wisdom teeth hurt yesterday, and that was pretty much it. Fair enough, Zio. I'm sorry. Okay, I might see you in an hour. Bye. Bye, nightmares. See you in a bit. Have fun. For my wisdom teeth to not hurt. Got it. All right. I pray that Zio's wisdom teeth stops attacking her, and thus it shall be so. Amen. Tits isn't working. Try wiggling around. Oh no, my tits. No, it's a Twitch integrated throwing system. The app breaks for me all the time. I love it. It's really fun and really interactive. It breaks all the time. I have no idea why. I don't even know how to fix it. I just got 6 ads right as I was about to suggest this musical. I'm gonna pull a truck in gaming and go, oh no, if only somebody would give Galaxy a sub. Oh no. Oh no. The other night on Truckin' Stream, one of his friends wasn't subbed, and so he was like, oh, woe is me for like a good 2 minutes. It was really funny. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Well, opening and closing the app several times didn't do it, so we'll see. Actually, here, you guys can see the settings. It says it's connected. I don't know. Oh shoot! Did somebody actually sub? I had my OBS closed. No. Well, anyway, you didn't have to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zio. But thank you for gifting a sub to the Galaxy. Now I have a couple in my chat. That's so wonderful. Wow, love is real. My finger slipped. Ah. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and now they're gonna be cute in my chat. Ah, fuck these guys. Boo! I'm kidding. You guys can be in love and stuff and whatever. Anyway, hey, boo! Okay. Last time my finger slipped, the toilet moved when it shouldn't have. Oh no! No! You got poop on your finger? Fucking got poop finger. Toilet paper? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Seems like you got poop on your hand, man. Oh, anyways, before I cry, ever heard of the musical called The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals? It's so funny. I have something to tell you about my trip then. Okay. Alright. Well, okay. Let me spoil it. Alright. So at the very end of my trip, at the very end of my trip, I did actually see The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. I'm a big Team Star Kid fan, and actually the whole reason that we decided to go on a trip is because I was able to snag tickets. So I did just see The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals on Sunday evening, Galaxy. Thank you for being a Team Star Kid enjoyer as because I'm always trying to get people into Team Star Kid, and people don't like to watch things that are longer than 10 seconds, such as the age of TikToks and shorts and Instagram reels, you know? I try so hard to get my friends to watch things. There's last night's Metal 9. Yeah! It's me, baby! Wah! I was out of town all weekend, so I haven't streamed for, I think, like over a week. But anyways, today, the purpose is that I'll be showing you all my trip pictures. As you know, I live in Las Vegas, and I took the drive to California. Are those the digits of the nun? Huh? What? Where? What? The digits? What do you mean, the digits? Oh, my fingers? You're using, like, the yaoi term, the yaoi fanfiction term for fingers? Yeah, those are my digits. I got pasty little hands. Did you look up the band I said? Yes, with the singers all in nuns outfits. I did. I can't remember the song that I listened to, but sick as hell, and I love the concept. But okay, let me go back. So, I live in Vegas. The drive to LA is like, I don't know, 4.5-ish, 5 hours. And I'm very fortunate that my family that lives there actually lives, no color on the nails. Hey, you don't know how fucking much it costs to get your nails done. Listen, my VTuber model, look, I've got beautiful nails. In real life, I cannot fucking afford to have nails, dude. It's so expensive. Like, okay, the last time I got my nails done, it was at my prior job, and it was for a work function. There was a really nice work function going on, so I went and got my nails done. They were plain, like, soft, very, like, natural pink acrylic nails. Those bitches were $90 fucking! And they broke within, like, 2 days. I was making eggs, and then the nail snagged on like the handle of the spatula, and it just fucking flung 30 feet across the room. So I was like, all right, guess I'm not getting my nails done. That shit's so expensive. And then the few times that I have gone and just done like a regular gel nail, them shits is still like $60, and you have to tip them because they are working for your service. So it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to get your nails done for me. And I could. Actually, but I don't want to. I could do regular gel. I could do regular polish. I could learn to do it myself. But do I want to? No, because it's just it. I don't like. I'm very fidgety in my daily life. I always have to be messing with something within my grasp. So having to sit there with my hands, being held by someone, I feel like I'm being strapped to a metal chair. I can't. I can't sit still for that long. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. That's real. Nails be expensive. Thank you, Galaxy. It's very expensive, and I would love to do it more often. I love having color in my life. My fucking hair is purple, IRL. I can't. I can't be bothered to sit there for an hour and get my nails done. Whatever. um, should have gotten egg-resistant nails. Fuck, man. I know. I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I think of egg-resistant nails? Damn it. I can't get my nails done even if I wanted to. Lesbian. We can have a nail day together. All right. Community nail day. All right. Okay. Yes, do you also get motor restlessness? Generally, yeah. Like when I'm sleeping, I pretty much have to tell myself, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Or else my leg is going to be moving, or my hands are going to want to fidget, or I'm going to want to be like pulling at the threads on the blanket. It's terrible. I wish I could stop moving, and I wish I could stop thinking. Anyway, all of that is to say, I'm a very active person. I don't get my nails done very often. Or I bite mine. It's not just because I'm a lesbian. Sorry. All right. Local bisexual bullies local lesbian, I guess. I try not to bite mine anymore. I'm very fortunate that nail biting is not a nervous tick of mine. However, pulling my hair out is. So if you ever see me stressed out, smack my hand because I'm usually always actively tugging hair out of my head. And it's not even like, it doesn't even hurt to me anymore. I just tug it straight out of my skull. And you know it's a good one when you could see the little dot of of skin on the end of the hair follicle. That's what it is, the hair follicle. Anyway, I'm getting kind of weird. I'm just gonna show you my trip pictures. So, oh, hi, Dollrat. How are you? Wow, so many first timers today. We got Galaxy. We got Drogneil. Is it Drogneil or Dragneil? And then Dollrat. That's crazy. New nun. New nun in town, baby. I've only been a nun since like November, but we're getting there. Almost a year. But anyway. So we drove into California. We drove into California. I forgot my train of thought. Everything is terrible. I can't think anymore. Thank you for the head pats. I can just be Dio if you'd like. Hell yeah. I love JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Anyway, what feels worse, acrylic nails or razor blade nails after getting chewed on? Ooh. Well, okay. Just girly things. When I'm clipping my nails, I tend to keep my nails kind of long in general. But when I'm clipping my nails, short for any random reason, I like to cut them into like triangles so they're really sharp, and then I'll like gently scratch myself with my sharp triangles, and then I'll like actually trim down the nub. Girls, do you understand what I'm talking about here? This ain't my first time, girl. I just tend to be really quiet. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. And thank you for the head pat stall. Anyway, let me tell you guys about my trip, all right? I seem all out of whack right now. Okay, I'm gonna, So, actually, so we drive into LA and we get there at about 2 a.m. Instantly, we get to my aunt's place. We fall the fuck asleep. We conk out. We go, and then when we wake up, I literally wake up to the sound of my partner, Church IT Tech, going, honey, a new IMAX a new high IMAX show opened up at 12:30 at the really big movie theater at the Universal City Walk at 12:30. Do you want to go?" And I go, because listen, I've seen a couple of superhero movies. They're fun. They're not my thing. I'll see them if like Church IT really wants to see something, but like waking me up first thing in the morning to say, "Let's go to superhero movies," not the way I want to wake up. But I'm a good partner. I was like, "All right," because I knew if we didn't go to the biggest, the third biggest IMAX screen in the world, his little heart would be broken. So we went to the Universal City Walk and we went to see Fantastic Four. And honestly, it was pretty fucking good. I with the Marvel movies, my favorite of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a movie that's very much driven by its musical direction and its soundtrack. And I feel similarly about this movie because it is very intensely driven by its visual direction. And I won't say anything about the plot because I know it's still only like 2 days after of the weekend that it came out, so I won't say any plot. But I will say that the visual direction and the visual storytelling based off of how it looks alone, there's a lot of texture and world building, and it's just a very pleasing movie to look at. And I really enjoyed my experience. So, as someone who doesn't usually partake in superhero movies, I genuinely really like this one. And so uh so okay, we we bought the $80 Herbie. We bought the $80 Herbie popcorn bucket. The Universal City Walk, what's-it-call-it? The Universal City Walk movie theater was an AMC, and so uh, Church IT Tech loves this fucking little guy. He's a big Fantastic Four fan to begin with, but he loved this fucking little guy. So when he saw that they had it in stock, he was like, "I'm gonna get the popcorn bucket." So you can kind of see here, but its head is his head comes off and it's a drink container. Like I think it's like a 14 or 16 ounce, so it's like a decent size cup container. And then there are buttons on his mouth. The left button turns on a flashlight in his eye that will that will play that will show like the Fantastic Four like sigil. Um and so his eye is a flashlight, and then this other button right here plays the Fantastic Four theme. Is it fuckable like the Dune popcorn holder? That would hurt, dude. It's not like the Dune popcorn bucket where there's a bunch of little nubs on it that can kind of ease the friction. Nah, this would be painful. It's all hard plastic and it smells like chemical. So I would not recommend fucking the Herbie popcorn. But anyway, the head is a drink. Is that microwavable? No, it's plastic, but if you would like to plastic max and get as much plastic in your bloodstream as possible, baby, feel free to microwave the Herbie. Maybe not microwave the part of him that has batteries in it though, because your house might explode, and I don't think I can. I don't think I could save you from that. But anyway, so the head is a drink. There are two compartments in his chest and on his back, and they are snack holders. So there's like little you pull out this flap, and there's little prongs that will hold the box of your snacks on the front side and on the back side, which is pretty cool. And then his top part comes off, and the rest of him is a popcorn bucket. So for an $80 popcorn bucket, he's fucking huge. Like I don't feel like it's worth $80. However, it's a very cool popcorn bucket, and it will look really cool in our nerd merch. All right, it'll look sick there. Better keep that thing away from me, or I'll plastic max all over it. Dude, hey, listen, buddy, heart to heart, what's wrong with you? What's going on with you, buddy? It's close to being a good value, yes. I mean, when we didn't even know that it had a flashlight in its head, so when we were pressing his buttons, we were like, "Oh shit, he's making noises!" And then the flashlight came on, and we were like, "Oh shit, there's a flashlight!" But Herbie popcorn bucket was very cool. I do like Herbie popcorn bucket. At the Universal Studios movie theater at City Walk, there was also a bunch of exhibits. there were a ton of things actually, of like different costumes and props and from the movies, which was pretty cool. We didn't have a ton of time to walk around and look at them. I only snapped a pic of this one because I liked that they showed you the little character like reference art. I think that was really cool. But there were like a ton of these, and I wanted to show you guys that there's a ton of these little things in there. So if you guys are ever at California and you want to go see a movie, the Universal City Walk Theater was actually really cool. The concession stand was weird as fuck though, because you would say what you wanted to buy to a cashier at like the front of the area, and then there was a soda area entirely separate from the popcorn area, and then the popcorn area was entirely separate from the cafe area where they had like a full barista bar, and then the cafe area was separate from the food area where you could hand them your receipt and then get the food that you wanted. It was like crazy. And then also, we're pretty sure that we saw David Dobrik, and I didn't believe Church IT Tech. Um, so Church IT Tech literally hit David Dobrik with the, huh? Like, and he instantly like looked down and went the other direction. And so that's when Church IT turned to me and he was like, "Listen, I'm pretty sure that's David Dobrik." And then I take a look and I'm like, "Man, that just looks like some white guy." And then he was like, "You're right. Honestly, maybe it is just a white guy. You know, white guy, brown curly hair. There's thousands of them, you know." And so I get our drinks, and then I walk over to the soda station because you have to fill up the sodas and the ices yourself. And he just so happens to be standing and staring at like looking for someone behind me, and I get a perfect view of his face. And I was like, "Oh my god, that is David Dobrik." So, very weird to see like a very famous influencer in the wild. Because while that does happen in Vegas, it's usually like they're like a Vegas influencer. You know, it's like very small scale. It's not someone with like a bajillion followers. So that was cool. I hope I never see him again because that was scary. I might go to San Diego next year for TwitchCon. That's sick, Zio. I love. Hey, what's wrong with being Mexican? I'm also Mexican. I'm also Mexican. Hey, you and me, buddy. We have to stick together, all right? Anyway. Dragon, how about dragging these nuts? We gotta kill this guy. We gotta get this guy. He's weirdly horny today. Of course, all the whites look the same to the neck. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm very white passing. All right, you take a look at me and you're like, "That's a white chick." I understand that I don't look very Mexican. I'm a gamer. I don't go outside. Anyway, let me move on. So the first thing that we did on this trip was go to the movie theater, see the Fantastic Four movie, which actually was quite good. I highly recommend seeing it, especially if you like superhero movies. And then there was like a Hello Kitty store on the Universal City Walk, which was quite cute. The Hello Kitty and Friends Cafe, which there is one in Vegas as well, but it's within a mall, so this was kind of like a standalone place. I just thought that the iconography was really cute. I liked the color palette. So I was like, "Wow, Hello Kitty!" And I was excited. I didn't buy anything though because a drink was like $13. But it was really cute, and there's one in Vegas, so I was like, I could, if I really wanted to, I could get a drink back at home. Who doesn't love Sanrio? True, I love these little bitches. I am a Kuromi and a Cinnamoroll liker, but I also do really like My Melody and Hello Kitty. Like, I also like. I grew up really loving Choco Cat. I like a lot of the Sanrio bitches. That's all I gotta say. And then so after Universal City Walk, we were kind of bored, and we were like, "All right, well, let's go to Little Tokyo." Because it's kind of like a rite of passage for me. Every single time I've ever been to LA, like ever since turning 14, I have gone to Little Tokyo. It's just kind of something I've always done. So I was like, "All right, let's get our asses down to Little Tokyo." There was a shop there called Hypeland, and they had like a collab with JoJo. And I thought that the Steel Ball Run series and production sign was really cool. I personally stopped reading the JoJo manga after part 6 because I wanted part 7 and beyond to be a surprise for me when the anime does eventually air. Because I personally found that I was enjoying the series a lot less knowing everything that was going to happen. Especially like especially with part 6 and the hype of the Netflix adaptation being totally dead. I was like, you know what? I think in order for me to continue loving and enjoying the series like I have for the past 10 years, I'm gonna just stop. So I stopped, and everything will be a surprise for me this point forward. So I really like seeing the Steel Ball Brown poster. What is Sanrio? Like Hello Kitty and stuff. My partner is the same with Kuromi and Cinnamoroll. Yes! The Hello Kitty company, owners of all that shit. Yep, exactly. Thank you, Dio. Um, and we did not get anything from the Hypeland store because it was, I don't know what it is with these Hype Beast stores, but they are always the most sterile environments that I've ever seen. Have you guys ever been to like a Supreme, or you can tell it's a Hype Beast store because the music will be really loud. The entire store is graphic tees or skateboards, and it's very sterile. It's very white. There's almost little to no decor besides the $1,000 T-shirt that's on the rack. No, I live in Pennsylvania. Fair enough. Well, I think I gave an adequate description. They're sterile. They're terrible. And at the Hypeland, I will admit that the designs were kind of cool, but there was no price tags on any of the merchandise, which made me look at IT and I went, buddy, we're too poor to be here, so we left. I saw a post like last week that killed me when it was when something's Asian and popular enough, it becomes Mexican, and they're not wrong. That's true. Just like all the Mexicans really love Dragon Ball Z, and there's a lot of Hatsune Miku ripoffs in Mexico. I'm trying to think of another thing. I just saw it. Was it Dandadan that post was made off of? Anyways, I'm getting an aside here, but you think I have one of those near me? Fair enough, Zio. My apologies. I'm gonna hit you with my stand when I go to MagicCon. No, he's gonna get me with his stand. But what would your stand name be, Truckin'? What's the band that you'd want your stand to be? Because I've always loved that the stands are like band names. I think that's sick. I think that's awesome. Dragon Ball, not just Z. sorry. My bad. But anyway, so at Little Tokyo, I lost. For the first timers here, I fucking love Yakuza. I have played all of the Yakuza games that are publicly available in the West. I've played Ishin. I've played the side games. I've played the Gaidens. Huge Yakuza fan. So when we were walking our happy asses down Little Tokyo, and I saw Kazuma Kiryu, I was like, oh, wow, holy shit, it's Kazuma Kiryu. I was like, and I am a 26-year-old woman, so of course my brain is like, whoa, holy shit, it's my favorite guy. I had to stand there and go, honey, there he is. Honey, he's right there. Honey, he's right there. I was like gripping onto his wrist. He was like, damn, girl, we can go in. We can go in the Sega store. And so, my boys Ichiban too. Yes! Ichibal's Kasuga! I love them. They're my favorite guys. But anyway, the Sega pop-up shop just so happened to be there. I was quite chuffed. There was you could see the Miku on the side. There's Sonic and Shadow, the Yakuza, and then the other side of the window, the other side of the window had like all the Persona characters, so like Persona 3, Persona 5, and I think Persona 4. And I'm not sharing that picture because you could see my dinky little reflection holding up my phone going, eee, in the reflection of that picture, so I decided not to share that one. But the Sega pop-up shop was very cool. It was a lot of shirts, but there were, and if you guys, listen, if y'all know me, you would know that I am a very large, enamel pin collector. So let me find the picture. This is everything that I bought. I bought, all 3 of the enamel pins. I got the Majima, enamel pin. I got the, and these are their back tattoos. I got the Majima, I got the, Ichiban, and I got the Kiryu. And then with a purchase of $50, you got a free pin set of all of of like the main clans within the Yakuza series. So of course I was like, I was very excited. And then I have a giant Majima statue, and so I bought this cloth to go either behind or beneath the statue. I thought it would look very. Anywho, there was also we went and looked around at all the stores, and there was also a Bandai gachapon storefront where it was just filled with gachapon machines. If you are unaware of what gachapon is, they're little balls that contain little prizes, and they're gacha, so they're randomized. I spent like $30 on the Madoka ones, and I got two mommies, and I was like, man, like I got two of the same fucking one, and so the lady at the register took pity on me, and she let me swap them out for whatever I wanted, especially because it was brand new and they had like thousands of them left. So I ended up picking my girls. I got Madoka and I got Amara, and they are going to be on my Madoka and Amara shelf. I'm quite pleased. I love Yuri. But okay. Let me look at what you guys said here. I need it. Hell yeah. I don't know how much longer the Sega store will be there, but I hope you're able to visit LA at some point. Hell yeah, the Omi Alliance, the Toto clan, hell yeah, and also the Majima clan was there. Yeah, I ain't got no money. Fair enough, Galaxy. Me neither. Going to LA was a terrible decision. According to my list, my stand name is Hierophant Sex Pistols. Okay, interesting. I don't know what band I would choose here. I'll have to sleep on it. I don't know. Anyway. Um, Afterwards, we went and got dinner with some of our friends that live in LA. They went to a place. They recommended a place to us called Menya Hanabi, and let me tell you, this shit fucked. It had this wonderful, like, thick couple cuts of pork chashu. It came with a bunch of onions, a bunch of spring onions, a bunch of seaweed. I'm a huge nori fan, and this nice dollop of ground pork and a little soft boiled or poached egg on top. It comes in either noodles or rice. I ended up getting rice because I was just feeling rice that day, but it was so yummy. It was so good. I fucked this shit up. I fucked this shit up crazy. It was delicious. And then afterwards, we went to an ice cream place. It was called 626 something, but it wasn't called like ice cream. It literally just, it almost looks like a bar, but it's entirely ice cream. There's no alcohol there. And they had like seasonal flavors. So there was like vanilla, sesame, pog, vanilla. IT Tech also got pog and vanilla, and then I got yuzu. And the yuzu was very good, but it was incredibly pungent. But it was quite yummy, and I do enjoy yuzu. But damn, that shit was sour. I forgot how sour just plain yuzu is. Very, very good, and I like getting ice cream. Yeah, so I'm all the way in Montana, so I don't think LA is going to be anywhere in my near future. Fair enough, Galaxy. I understand. The flight would be cheaper than mine if I go to San Diego. Damn. I love San Diego. I used to try to go to San Diego like every couple of years with my friends. My friends and I used to do like girls' trips, but we're all poor now, and our jobs don't pay us enough. So no San Diego in my near future, at least. But I would love to return to San Diego at some point. I'm a huge San Diego fan. The Ocean Beach area is probably one of my favorite places in the world. The vibe there is immaculate. Anyway, back to my trip that I just went on. There's the stuff I got. Let me introduce you all to a special little man who lives with my aunt. His name is Mr. Whiskers, and he is a 13-year-old lovely old senior, and he meows like wow. 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 Like he has the crunchiest old man meow, and it is absolutely precious. I love Mr. Whiskers. And as any good person who lives in LA, he has a Dodgers collar. But Mr. Whiskers is a very lovely old man cat. I'm a big Mr. I almost had it there. Mr. Whiskers. Big Mr. Whiskers fan. Love this guy. And let me. Oh, never mind. I changed my mind. Couldn't find my cat ears. I was gonna go cat ears to show my allegiance with Mr. Whiskers. How much I love him. Standard S name? Yeah, well, listen, don't ask too much from my aunt. Oh, get cat girl. There we are. There we are. I stand with you, Mr. Whiskers. You lovely, lovely old man. Thank you, Zio. Your service is greatly appreciated. Um, okay. And then the next day, we actually went to Universal Studios proper. And my bit for the day, that I didn't share because it was a lot of selfies and I do not really want to show my face here. That I was getting everything wrong for the day. Meow meow, Mr. Whiskers, mew meow. What's new, pussycat? Whoa. So okay, my bit for the day was that I was getting everything wrong. So I posted a picture of my Super Nintendo World Power Bands, and I went, "We're going to Disneyland!" And so many people responded to my Instagram story. And these are just IRLs of mine. They're like, "Oh, have a great time at Disneyland." And I was like, "Uh-oh, my joke's not landing." But I decided to commit to it. So on the next ride, so like all throughout the day, I would post pictures of things we were doing. And so when we went on the Jurassic World ride and I got utterly soaked, I posted a selfie of me with my bangs like completely wet and stuck to my face and I'm soaked. And I posted a picture with the Jurassic World sign and I said, "Wow, the minions look really weird." And nobody, only one person liked my story. Only one person got the irony. And so, at that point, I was committed to the bit. So we went to like the Minions area later in the day, and in the Minions movie, there is a theme park called Super Silly Funland. And so I posted a picture of Super Silly Funland, and I said, "Hogwarts, just like in the books." And again, nobody liked nobody liked it. And then so when we were at Hogwarts, oh fuck, I can't remember my joke that I did at Hogwarts. No, what was my joke? My bit. But anyway, my bits were too advanced and nobody kept up with me. Oh fuck, what was the Hogwarts one? Look at DMs, look at DMs. Oh, let me look. Oh yeah. I can. Okay, I can do that. Our Wars is weird IRL. Ah, fuck, that was a good one. I wish I could remember what my joke was. Damn it, I'm an idiot. But anyway, the bit is that I was getting everything wrong and nobody understood me, but that's okay. I've learned that about me, that not many people understand my sense of humor. So here's a picture I took at the start of the day when we were at Universal. You could see Super Nintendo Land. And a bit of backstory is that Church IT and I, a year into us dating, we went to Japan together just because the timing aligned really well financially. I was about to be in between jobs. He was about to be in between jobs, and we both happened to have a lot of money saved up after COVID. And so we were like, fuck it, Japan time. But when we were in Japan, when we went to USJ in Osaka, we weren't able to get in. Because it was super competitive, and even though we got there really early in the day, we were not able to get a reservation to get into the park until like just about closing. So it was not worth staying. Did you see the Twitter post that Mario and Peach are good friends? Oh yeah, that Nintendo said? Yeah, Nintendo's stupid. Nintendo's dumb. But anyway, I was so into it until the minions come. I'm sorry. But anyway, so we went to Super Nintendo World. I was quite chuffed. I was very excited to be there. Church IT Tech is gonna brave the 100-degree weather and get dinner. Luck soul. He was too embarrassed to kiss me on stream. It was a little baby kiss. Yes, I got it. Zio Boot. Agreed, Mario Xbox. Mario X Bowsette is a banger. Um, but yeah, so I was very chuffed to be at Super Nintendo World, um, like 3 years later, and not in Japan, in America, but it was still just as cool. Oops, I exited my picture. Uh, at the Mario Kart ride was really cool. It like made you wear a visor in which you would clip goggles to your visor once you got on the ride. I kissed my lady through the phone. I don't know why that was funny, but I liked it. I liked the Bowser statue in the Super Mario ride queue. It was pretty awesome. Um, I took another picture of the Super Mario Kart ride because it was really awesome. I took another picture at Nintendo World because it was really awesome. Kiss Me Through the Phone is a song. That's true. I do like that. And we got a reservation at the Toadstool Cafe, which I would like to touch on because it was surprisingly yummy-licious, actually. So I was curious about like the special, so I got the Chef Toad's chicken special. It was like this nice cream sauce and fried potatoes that were like crusted in cheese, roasted tomatoes, and the chicken wing was so embarrassingly tiny, but it was very yummy. So I did not mind how tiny it was. For Chai Tea Tech, got the Super Nintendo World Burger, the Mario Burger. The fries were truffle fries, which was kind of weird, but like they were decent. They were decent. I think I would have preferred normal fries, but they were pretty good. Our friends that met us at Universal, one of them got the Bowser's Fireball Challenge, which was I think it was a 1 pound meatball, which was huge, by the way. I know when I say 1 pound, that does not sound very big, but it was fucking huge. It was a meatball in marinara sauce, Bowser-shaped puff pastry, and hot sauce. And that was pretty good too. Our other friend got the Yoshi fettuccine alfredo, which I was very worried about going on a roller coaster after, but it was very good. And then there was a beanpole cake that had chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, and the top was matcha, which I really enjoyed. It was very good. I'll eat Bowser's Ball. Hell yeah, Silver. Get into it. And then a question mark box. Oh man, what is it called? The surprise, the fucking box. It was a tiramisu, and that was okay. I think the beanpole cake was a little bit better. Also because of the size. The tiramisu was like 4 bites big. It was not very large, but it was yummy. This is a picture I took of an animatronic at the Secret Life of Pets ride, just because I thought it was cute. There's not really any commentary here. It was a brand new ride, so I wanted to see what it was. It was fine. It was cute, just a ride. And then we went to the Hogwarts area and around sunset. And one thing that you guys might not know about me is that I never read or watched Harry Potter. I come from a very Christian background, and at my elementary school, they did not allow Harry Potter there, or Pokemon for that matter. So I just I never engaged with it as a child, despite it being this massive cultural zeitgeist at the time. I never got into it, and then when I was a teenager and it was like at my high school library, at that point it kind of looked kiddish to me, so I never got into it. And then when friends of mine were trying to get me into it, that was when J.K. Rowling already outed herself as a mega terrible person. So I just have decided to not engage with Harry Potter, just because I don't want to support the author. In some cases, I do believe in death of the author, but J.K. Rowling is alive, and her actions still have consequences on the world around us. So I just have chosen not to interact with Harry Potter. We did go to the Harry Potter land though, and I will say, the ride that was in the Hogwarts castle was fucking sick nasty. That was the coolest ride in the entire park. It was insane. Like, I don't know what they did building that ride, but I felt like I was a fushigi. They were throwing my ass around. I was upside down. It was crazy. I really liked the Hogwarts ride. Takes a copy of Harry Potter to school. School, burn the witch. That's what it felt like. There was an underground Pokemon trading card ring at my elementary school because because they just simply didn't allow it. Um, and I don't remember what happened because I didn't really interact with it much as a kid, but I just remember kids very sneakily like trying to trade the cards in class, and me being like, what are you guys doing over there?" They'd be like, shut up, you're gonna get us in trouble." Yeah, other kids didn't like me. I was very nosy as a child. The highlight of the Harry Potter zeitgeist for me was in school when a kid was lashing out at everyone in class because their parents were getting divorced. Oh no. And then later in that same session, they said, "Yeah, I never got my Hogwarts letter." To which another kid said, "Damn, not even the wizards want you." Oh, no, that's so sad. Oh, I hope that kid's okay. Well, I guess that kid is an adult now. I hope they survived that, 'cause that's actually a fucked up thing for a kid to say. Oh no. Um, my only real experience with Harry Potter is that I was annoyed that every fandom I ever liked and I wanted to read like fan fiction for, there was always a fucking Harry Potter AU, and it would always be one of like the top rated fan fictions in whatever fandom that I was in. Cuz like god damn it, I don't want to read a fucking Harry Potter fan fiction. I never engaged with Harry Potter. Why are you putting the dudes from I don't know, fucking Voltron in Harry Potter? What the fuck is with that? I don't want to read your Harry Potter AU. Anyways, that's the extent of my experience with Harry Potter. But the ride was fucking awesome, and I really liked that ride. I do believe that that ride was the best ride in the whole park, which sucks because I don't want to give a shit about Harry Potter. But unfortunately, that ride is a must go on. So if you ever go to the Universal Studios in LA, I very much recommend going on the Harry Potter ride because it's sick. It's awesome. I am on break. I won't be off work till late, but I also want to see the pictures. I promise I will not. I will not. I will not. I can't think of something I won't do. I'll do anything, I guess. Anything for subs, baby. I'm kidding. Did you get your wand there? No, because I don't want to give J.K. Rowling my money. And also, them bitches were like $80. We did walk through one of the stores, and I was like, damn, damn. I can fucking get some foam and make my own wand at home. But yeah, no, too expensive. um, I would do anything for you, but I won't read that. Wait, what? Huh? What? Huh? Wait, huh? What did I not read? I'm sorry. What did I not read? I did see Julius talking about tiramisu, which I do agree. Tiramisu is not often done well. Harry Pooper. Why did that get auto-modded? That's so funny. But besides that, so the Universal Day was very fun. I only had one good tiramisu, so fair. I find the best tiramisus are at Asian cafes, just because the balance of like the coffee flavor and the sweet of like the I don't know if it's called mascarpone. Oh, you guys hear meow meow? I don't think my mic is picking meow meow. Yeah. What are you meowing about, girl? She's just staring at me. I'm sorry that my mic can't pick up meow meow anymore, but I promise you she sounded very cute. Meow meow? Yeah, that's my baby. That's my meow meow. She's licking her butthole, so I guess she didn't need me that bad. So the day after Universal, the plan was to go to get breakfast and then go to Griffith Observatory. Here is a rose lemonade that I had at breakfast. It was very pretty. I enjoyed my rose lemonade. And then this was the roof of the eatery that we were at. It was called Garden Cafe, and it was like gorgeous. It was so fucking pretty. I could like hardly believe my eyes. And we ended up sitting outside because it was really nice. It was only like 72 or something that morning. And that is not something that we get to do very much out here in Vegas. It's usually too goddamn hot to do any of that shit. Church IT got a chicken quesadilla. Looks pretty standard, but the guac fucking slayed. The guac was delicious. It was very lime forward, and I really like very lime forward guacs. Delicious. And then I got I'm salivating. I'm so hungry. I got a turkey club. I don't know why, but for me, the turkey club is like the ultimate like vacation food. So I will always have a turkey club sandwich at some point whenever I'm on a vacation. Um, and this 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 bitch was good. She was awesome, and it was like a creamy aioli that came with the sandwich. It rocked. It was pretty good. It was hotter when you were there. Whoa. um. I was gonna turn on my blush toggle, but I have my thing too far away from my arm, and so I pitifully reached for my stream deck, and I couldn't reach it. Short issues. Anyway, the sandwich rocked. And then so we tried to go to Griffith Observatory that day, and I drove all the way up the fucking hill, no parking, fucking anywhere. Drive all the way back down the hill, drive like 10 minutes to try to get back up the hill, and then I park in one of the lower lots, and you can like take a bus to actually go up to the observatory. We wait in a long ass fucking line to get on the bus, and then the bus doesn't, and we only had a $10 bill. That was the only cash we had. They did not take card. They did not do change. So we were like, I guess we're not fucking going to Griffith Observatory. So then we just went. We ended up going down to the area where our musical was, and we saw Star Kid Productions, the guy who didn't like musicals. A very funny musical. Star Kid Productions is a very very fun um, theater troupe, theater group. They're awesome. Their musicals are very very funny, very witty, and pretty catchy. The guy who didn't like musicals is not my favorite of theirs. My favorite of theirs is Nerdy Prudes Must Die, but it rocked. I love seeing live theater. It's rare that I am able to enjoy like musicals in person these days because I find that theater has become very inaccessible, just like concerts. Everything is so expensive, and I totally understand why touring acts tickets are like so expensive. And but it's like, and then like these touring acts, and then these so many Broadway and off Broadway original productions, they never like film their shit, so their product is just permanently unavailable. It makes no sense to me, and it infuriates me as a theater fan. But Team Star Kid is one of the few troops that will put anything they do for free, entirely full, on YouTube after the run has finished. So that's how I got into Team Star Kid. If you like theater and if you like musicals, or you don't know much about theater but you're interested in musicals, I very much recommend checking out Team Star Kid because all their shit's for free on YouTube. They're very cool. I'm back. Welcome back, CEO. Thank you for regaling me with your presence. Best musical is definitely Shrek the Musical. I'll be honest. I'll be real. Shrek the Musical actually rocks. I really enjoy Shrek the Musical. I was in a production of Shrek the Musical in high school, actually. Don't ask me who the fuck I was, or I'll get mad at you. But I was in a production of Shrek the Musical. And I actually wholeheartedly enjoy the musical. There's a lot of really heartfelt and catchy songs within Shrek the Musical. It's a good musical. Oh, yeah. Shut the fuck up, 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 shut the fuck up. Marwal and Zio guessed it. I was not Lord Farquaad, I was Lord Farquaad's father. I was Lord Farquaad's fucking father. I was baby Shrek, Lord Farquaad's father, and part of the ensemble. And I quit. I quit doing theater at my high school, actually, because I realized that they casted me in that role because they needed a short person, and I was the only short person. So that was not fun. Yeah, as a dad, yup. No, ad block. No, I'm sorry, Silver. I'm sorry. I'll yoink myself back down here. And actually, let me take a sip of my water for a second. Me thirsty, me thirsty. But yes, I was Lord Farquaad's father, Little Shrek, and a member of the ensemble. Terrible experience with the theater production at my school. But so since we were there, Sippy checked out of stock. Yeah, I had to start limiting those because I got a bigger cup and people were making me drink even more. And the last time that I did a ton of Sippy checks, I was pretty much knocked on my ass for the rest of the evening because I felt super nauseous. So I have unfortunately limited the checks. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get sick anymore. Dad quad. I have to kill myself. I just have to start killing myself. There's no other way around this. Okay, not Buddha. Thank you. Thank you. My goodness, someone cares for me. But we were in the area of the El Portal Theater a lot earlier, so we checked out this really cool coffee shop that was literally right next to it. It was called Horror Vibes Coffee. All of the coffee drinks were themed off of like signature horror movie characters. I got the Edward Scissorhands drink, which was like a hazelnut chocolate drink, which was really good. And then Church IT does not like coffee, so he got a kids menu drink. It was the Stay Awake Camp, which was like a strawberry green tea lemonade, which also rocked. It was pretty fucking good. And then for dinner we got pizza, and with my old ass cannot handle pizza very well. I get acid reflux like a bitch. So that's why there's only pepperonis on one side of the pizza. Even though pepperoni is my favorite topping, I unfortunately cannot have very much pepperoni because I'm fucking old. Special memes sent. What do you mean? I'm scared. I'll check the Discord. Oh, I gotta fucking kill you, bro. I gotta fucking kill you, bro. Let me see if I could paste the picture. I gotta get this guy. I'm uploading it to my drive because I don't know how else to show you guys this stupid picture that Marwal just sent me. Where did you go? There it is. I gotta get this fucking guy. I gotta get this fucking guy. Marwal, you're my enemy for today. Every time I tell you guys something about myself, I realize that I'll never live it down. I guess that's another one, huh? And then also, Church IT was he had his Uma Musume race up on his phone while we were at a poor excuse for pizza. Good night. Are you leaving already, Silver? I hope you have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping by and saying hey while you could. Oh, the treachery. Heavy Metal May is my enemy. Are you, is the fucking Imagine Dragons song, which actually, unironically, I actually like that stupid song. I'm sorry, I like a couple of Imagine Dragons songs. My fucking bad. My fucking bad. Pierce throat, may shit herself. I did not. I did not. I have never shit myself. That's a lie. Everyone has shit themselves at least once. But I did not shit myself on stream. I did not shit myself on stream. And that is a fact. And I will never live that down. Imagine Dragon these nuts. Ah! You people! My goodness. I gotta go for now. Pleasuring ordering this yappuccino today. Of course. I hope that I offered you a decent serving of your yappuccino, Dio. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us for the first time. I hope you come back and that you enjoyed your fresh, hot cup of yappuccino. Your mic is cutting out because you're too loud? No. Oops. My bad. Let me turn myself down a little. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Emphasis on the hot cup. Hot none, baby. Bad. Anyway. I'm back. Just got done getting loaded. Had to go park and let Kara out. I'm about to DoorDash my dinner. Yes, boy. What are you about to get for dinner? What's going on for truck dinner today? But yeah, he had his races on. He had his races on while we were eating our. I just wanted to have the Uma Musume update. Me and Church IT are still stuck in it. And then finally, all we saw was we saw the guy who didn't like musicals, and that was the end of our trip, pretty much. The next morning, we woke up and we drove home, and then I sat on my computer and did nothing for 4 hours, and then I played 2 hours of Expedition 33. And that's my trip. There's one last thing I do want to show you guys. Um, I didn't have it immediately accessible because I'm an idiot. Guys, gonna have to give me a second. I'm downloading an image because I forgot to download it earlier, and now I'm dealing with the consequences of my actions of not pre-planning better. Oh, dropping it into my trip drive because it's the only drive that I have open right now. I'm silly. I'll let you know when I'm done ordering. Hell yeah, trucking. There it is. So, Zio commissioned this very, 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 very lovely art for us because we're friends and we're besties, and our lore kind of coincides a little in strange little ways. So we have cool commission art with my bestie Zio. Um, there's her VTuber up there. He looks so nice. The line work is very yummy, very 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 great. And then there's me. I'm down there because I'm fucked up and evil. But yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to show you guys. Some nice art. Flip it, dude. Um, how do I how do I I'm gonna sound old. I don't know how to flip images in Google Drive. I don't think I can flip it in Google Drive. I'm just gonna. Want me to do it? No, I can. I can flip the actual image. I just have to. I just have to open it up and edit it. Here, let me flip it. Flip. Uh, no, I hit the print button. I don't have a printer. I don't have a printer. Nightmare. Okay, I have to title my. Have you guys ever realized that you make life unintentionally really hard for yourself just because you're you? Because I do that all the time. I did it already. Too late. I was doing it concurrently. Except I don't think I uploaded the. I didn't. I didn't. There it is. Flipped version. Very yummy. It's very nice, and you can see my mouth is there. My. I like my mouse. I like my extra mouse. I hope you guys like my mouse. But that's all my trip pictures. And then there's a special little art that Theo very so kindly commissioned for herself and I, because we're cool VTubers, and that's what cool VTubers do for each other. But that's my trip photos, guys. That's honestly pretty much all I had to share today. Um, I am thinking of other things to yap about as I speak, however. Um, Anime? Y'all been keeping up on yo anime? I know Truckin' has been watching Dress Up Darling, as have I. I have not watched anything that aired this weekend, though. Gaming time? No. Fair. I could game, but I also am waiting for Church IT to bring home dinner, and I'm pretty sure he will eventually message me and go, food, food, So I don't want to get too far into gaming something. But you guys know this about me already. I'm a certified yapper. I can think of fucking something. Marin is waifu. True. Marin is one of the best anime girls on this side of the world. On both sides of the world, actually. May, when do you want to play Monster Hunter Wilds? Pretty much any time. I am not very good at it. I'll be honest. I'm not very good at playing the game. I was playing Charge Blade, and pretty much all my friends were like, "You probably shouldn't start with Charge Blade." And I was like, "Well, too late. I already started." So one of wrong. Sorry, Trucken. I'm sorry. Listen, I have a lot of anime women I love. I really like Rei Ayanami. I really like Omura Akemi. I really like Maki Nishino. I really like Matsuiruko. I like a lot of anime girls. What the fuck can I say? I can't wait to play Wilds and get disappointed. I mean, what about it? What about it would be what about it would be so disappointing that the actual like story campaign is short? That's the only real complaint that I've heard about Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds is my first Monster Hunter game though, so I have nothing else to compare it. Yeah, barbecue or buffalo wings? Probably buffalo. Probably buffalo, honestly. A little bit of spice kind of sounds yummy. I think that would slap actually. My first Monster Hunter game was Freedom. Only game I bounced off was Rise. And when you say bounced off, does that mean in like a positive connotation or like you bounced off of it like I'm bouncing out of here? I fucking you know. I have always had interest in the Monster Hunter games. I never tried them. I don't know. I I'm very self-conscious about really strange things. Like I started playing Devil May Cry before I started streaming because I felt like if I played Devil May Cry and streamed that everyone would hate me because I was going to be bad at it and then I would never um I would never be a good, cool streamer, and I really wanted people to think I was cool. And now that I'm streaming, I realize that nobody's ever gonna fucking think I'm cool. And I can't even play Kingdom Hearts. I'm a woman riddled with skill issues, alright? I've accepted this about myself. But actually, buffalo or honey chipotle? Ooh! Honey chipotle. Honey chipotle sounds even more schmackin' than buffalo. I would go with honey chipotle. Definitely after that Nay incident, I'm never living that shit down. Damn it. I'm the horse girl. I'm the horse girl who can't neigh. Yeah, I don't know. And then I started playing Wilds because literally everybody I knew had bought Monster Hunter. And so I was like, all right, I guess I'm buying Wilds because all my friends will be playing it. And the game came out when I was working at my part-time job at the card store, and so I didn't really ever have a free weekend to play the game with. And by the time I was like, okay, guys, I'm ready to play the game, everyone had finished the campaign, and nobody was really playing it anymore. So, yeah, I have played maybe like 4 hours of the game. I'm not very far into the story. I think the last thing I did was like beat the spider. That's it. Yeah. I did the spider boss, and that was it. That was the last thing I remember doing in Monster Hunter Wilds. Alright, thanks, May. Of course, Truckin'. I hope you have a bountiful feast of many wings. We'll be back shortly, gonna get some dinner. Ooh. Enjoy your dinner, Galaxy. I hope you have a scrumptious meal ahead of you. The red one? Red one. Red one. Nursula? Dude, I gotta Google that. No, it was like white. It was like a white rose spider. Rose spider monster hunter. It was Lala Barina. Lala Barina was the last thing that I remembered fighting in Monster Hunter. Yeah. It was Lala Barina. And it was pretty cool. I did enjoy it, and I did enjoy way that it felt like playing the game. I think I'm just like I don't know. I've been really RPG pilled for the last couple years. So playing like action and combat games have kind of been like scratching my brain less, with the exception of playing like Devil May Cry. Like I've had even though Bayonetta is really fun, I've had a hard time picking up Bayonetta consistently. Because I don't know, sometimes I just want to sit there and read. I want to sit there and read and experience a story. I don't know what's been wrong with my brain lately. I've had a terrible time picking up active games. Oh yeah, I fought like 15 of those. I also fought a lot of those because I really wanted the little outfit that fighting the spider gives you. And it's a nice outfit. It's sick. The Monster Hunter Wilds armor is quite nice. I need to play the game more. Long story short, Zio, I will play with you soon. I don't know when. I guess whenever. The outfit's sick. I like designing. Yeah, I like playing dress up. I mean, that's why I'm an Infinity Nikki player. but I know that's a different kind of dress up. I mean, glamour is the true end game of Final Fantasy XIV. You get far enough into the end game and you're like, oh boy, I can play dress up with all the current gear. Playing dress up in any game is probably the goal at the end of the day. I'm free Thursday, either in the day or night. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What's going on in my Thursday? Already, was today Tuesday? Was today Tuesday? I think today was Tuesday. Yes, today was Tuesday. Either Monster Hunter or Phantom. Bet! Bet! Alright, awesome. I like watching stuff. Hey, what? What? I've been on vacation for the last, like, 4 or 5 fucking days. I don't know what fucking day it is. I did work today, but I worked from home because my eyes fucking suck today. I swear to you guys, I got back in Vegas, and it was like all the moisture was slurped straight out of my eyes. I woke up today and I felt like I couldn't fucking see because my eyes were so dry. I need to just buy some eye drops. Stupid. Yeah, I was really, I couldn't wear makeup, so I didn't go to the office today. I just worked from home today. Cause I don't want people at the office to see me without makeup. They're gonna think I'm like 12 years old or something. Not to say I don't look like an adult woman. I do look like an adult woman. I don't know. I feel like I look young without makeup, and it makes me feel weird. Because I don't want to look young. I've always had this strange complex about wanting to, like, look my age. You're just 4'11". Yeah, that's it. You're right. I am just 4'11". But welcome back, Nightmare. Thank you for booing me, as always. Your affection is felt in your boos. But yeah, I don't know. I've always wanted to be seen as, like, and you can see this in my VTuber design. Despite my personality being very, like, silly and goofy, I've always wanted to be seen as, like, sexy. And it's weird to say that. It's weird to admit that. But, like, my whole entire life, I've always been kind of put in a box of, like, you're a cute person. You're very cute. You will only ever be cute. So as I got older and older, I tended to dress more goth. I tended to be more alternative, in an attempt to try to make myself feel more mature and sexy. And you could see that in my VTuber design. Hello. I was almost a cat girl and a bear girl. And I settled on none because it was sexier. Serious. Also that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my personality is very goofy. I understand that I'm a very goofy and, like, silly person, which does not really lend well into wanting to be seen as sexy. But hey, you know what? I got boobs. Look at these. That'll do the heavy lifting for me. Heavy lifting. Ba-bum. Anyway. Bear girl. That sounds sick. Yeah, one of my VTuber concepts was her name would be Ripa, but, like, spelled like Ripper. And she was a sewing bear, which came from my love of cosplay. And I would, like, the lore behind that VTuber concept was that I was a kind of like an evil tailor, I guess, and I would make you all into my little teddy bear dolls, and I don't know, I don't even really remember it all the way. I do have concept art and stuff still, but yeah, I was almost a cat girl, and then I got a lot farther with the bear girl concept. But then I was like, I haven't cosplayed in over 10 years. Actually, that's a lie. The last time I cosplayed was like 3-4 years ago. But I don't cosplay anymore, so having, like, a cosplay kind of, like, sewing bear concept was kind of like, it didn't really fit me. And I very much wanted to do, like, music. So I kind of felt like being an evil singing nun priestess fit the bill better. And I wanted to be sexy. I wanted to have big boobs, you know? Cat nun bear girl. That's true. Don't have to tell me twice to look at booba. So true. Truck and stop being horny. No, I don't think I will. It's a man who knows how to stand on business. My process was a joke about being a mod for my friend Kuga and calling myself an assassin. Fair enough. I went through a lot. I went through a lot of concepts. At first, I wanted to just be a purple cat girl because purple was my favorite color. The bear girl concept, I really wanted to be kind of like a goth Lolita look. Um, and she had like big weapon scissors. But I don't know, something about the design felt too cliche, and it didn't feel like me. And then also, I don't know. I don't know. It just wasn't me. I very much gravitated much more towards this kind of cathedral gothic nun aesthetic. And now I'm here, and now I'm heavy metal May, and I'm learning how to scream rah, you know. The nun fits you. I'm glad. I'm very glad you guys think it does. I'm trying my best. And also, thank you for the head pats, Nightmare. I have this joke of a time I almost died and I sold my soul to the devil to live, and I got to soulless demon and then went to soulless fallen angel, and now I'm just full demon. Fair enough. I think I did actually get confused on your lore once, and I called you a fallen angel on stream when you are a demon. I apologize. I'm a priest. Nothing's wrong here. Don't ask.
NANI?
Don't ask about how I got the mounts. Yeah, during peak. My bad. My bad. Nani? Sorry. If I ever did a VTube character, I'd just do that green screen thing and put my mouth and eyes on a truck, and I'd be known as Truck-kun. Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks for you. I mean, hey, if you were a truck, nobody in your chat would go in your chat and just say bald, and then you'd have to go, bald is beautiful. By the way, I do have a bald toggle now. It's 500 bits though. Fuck you. Purely out of spite for Zio. She got all the mouse because she can't contain that voice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, exactly. That's why. How you doing, May? I'm pretty awesome, actually. I was out of town all weekend. I showed everyone my trip pictures already. I was out of town, and I worked from home today because my eyes are super dry, and I can't wear makeup when my eyes are this dry. And that's about it. And I'm doing pretty good. And then after stream, I'm probably going to play some more Expedition 33. 500? Yeah, fuck you. Give me $5. You guys want to know how she got the extra mouse? She ate meat. Oh, I love being carnivorous. God, actually, some meat sounds crazy. Oh, I don't see the bald one. Yeah, I don't think I have it activated on my back end. I don't think I've made it a thing on here because I don't think I know how to do it. But I have the toggle made in the back end. I do have it ready. Bruh. I'll do it in a heartbeat. I don't know how to activate it. I tried to figure it out. I don't know how to do it. I also have the alternate outfit made and prepared too. I was just trying to wait for a decent time to announce the like 1.5 outfit model. But hey, I got another outfit. And I'll reveal it soon. Eventually. How are you gonna tell us we can make you bald and then not have us do it? Truckin' wants a kindred spirit so bad. It's because Zio would be like, I want to make you bald. I want to make you bald. Listen, I'll give you one for 2 seconds for free. All right. Get ready. Are you ready? That's it. Oh, that's it. Maybe on September 2nd. It's totally not my birthday on that day or nothing. We can lol at our reflections at each other. That's not even a second. Fuck you. That's why. There is something I actually thought was really funny when I was making the toggle. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I can't get my head in the... I can't get the thing to... No, go down. I can't... Okay, I'm putting... I put I put it back. I put it back. I'm normal now. 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 Well, that's enough internet time to eat. Oh, my beautiful shaven head is going to be the last thing Jake sees today. I hope you had a good stream today, Jake. I hope you had a wonderful day back. Welcome back to streaming, and I'll catch you later, Jake. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we're all glad you're back. What is normal? Well, my normal is my normal is that I have hair. But that's me. That's me, you know? Boo. Why are you booing me? You have a great evening too, May. Thank you, Jake. My goodness. Someone's nice to me around here. I'm kidding. You guys are nice enough to me. You guys are nice enough to me. I also have the gremlin mode. That one you guys already know about. I've had this one for a hot minute. VTube Studio, please. Let me move. Go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's this one too. I'm trying to play with more ways that you guys can interact with me and stuff, such as getting new outfits and making new toggles and stuff. I'm still trying to figure out. I want to figure out a way that you guys can like slap me, but I can't figure it out quite yet. It's small, just like you. Hey, hey, no, you knocked that off. No, I'm going back to normal. Oh, I'm all the way up here now. Well, I guess I'll stand over here. I'll be zoomed out for one. La 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 la. There is a few things with tits. Wait, huh? What do you mean with tits? Puppies? Here you go, buddy. OMG May is so tall for once. Yeah, do you think I did that on purpose? I definitely did, bro. I love being tall. Yay! The only time I can be tall is when I'm a VTuber. Literally in my dreams. In my VTuber dreams, I'm tall. That's it. Okay. I'll just show you more of my torso for once. My navel, I guess. A belly button. Let me see. Is just about 6:30, and I'm not seeing any dinner updates from Church IT. Kuga has a cheese slap he uses, and my friend Tim gets Daruma thrown at him. Your legs are 2/3 of your body. Yeah, I wish in real life that was the case, dude. I wish. It's actually in the modern May outfit that you guys will be able to do whenever I do my 1.5 model thing. You'll be able to see that I really am 2/3 legs, and that's the way I wish I looked IRL. I've always been, as a kid, I had a very tall friend who, she pretty much could never find a pair of pants that like went past her ankles. Pretty much all of her pants were just slightly above her ankle, and I was so fucking jealous because every single pair of pants that I ever wore were so fucking long, and it made me so mad. I wish I didn't have to hem every single pair of pants that I ever owned, man. It sucks! Dude, I made Zio like 6'2", 6'3". I don't even have a canon height for May. I should have done that. Shit! Fuck! I don't know, maybe I'm like 6'7". Maybe I'm the tallest woman ever. What is historically, who was the tallest woman ever, and how tall? Ella Ewing at 8'4". Oh my god, she was 8'4". That's fucking crazy. I wish I was 8'4". Imagine what life would be like, seeing the top of the fridge and the top of the shelves and being able to dust without getting out a ladder, and being able to put up posters without without having to sweat your fucking balls off because it's all so goddamn high. Wow. That sounds awesome. No, you don't. The back pain would be ass and a half. Do tall people get back pain? Tell me, tall people, answer me this. Do you have back pain? I mean, I'm a woman. I have enough back pain. There's two giant weights on me at all fucking times that I can never escape from. But that's a burden I bear. That's not something that I would. Well, I guess it is something I was born with, huh? Listen, Mexicans have milkers. Why did I say that? I'm stupid. Don't let me talk. My uncle is 7'4". He has to duck everywhere. Yes, he has back pain. Oh, how many times has he hit his head on things? Oh, I wish that was a problem I had. I just run into poles and glass doors. I don't have very good spatial awareness. Whenever I walk in crowds with people, somebody has to be holding my arm or my hand, or I'll accidentally run into something. It's not a very fun life I live. The tallest man had to have a fucking cane for once in his life. You can slouch to talk to people, which can mess with your back. Ah, so when you're tall, after a certain point, you have to shrimp permanently. I see, I see. Glass doors? What are you, a pigeon? No, what the hell? Hey, I happen to think that pigeons are quite pretty, especially when they're the pigeons that, like, have the iridescent feathers around their neck. Y'all ever seen one of those pigeons with, like, the iridescent feathers? Some pigeons are really pretty. A equals pigeon. I guess I'll get wings. I guess I'll get a wings toggle and start flying around your screen or something. Be too mean to me and I'll peck your eyes out. Hey, that's my thing. Ah, true. Okay, yeah, I can't take Zio's thing. Can't take Zio's wings. Hey, your own. I have my own. I have a ton of mouths, dude. That's my thing. Let's see. Getting hungry, actually. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna text Church IT. What? That's what happens. Her thing is, I'm gonna get ya. Oh, yeah. I guess I do say that a lot, too, huh? I'm asleep and May just steals my wings tonight. That'd be sick. Also, sleeping with wings must be ass. Oh, no, of course. I thought about this several times. Like, door frames, you would always have to, like, squish your wings either around you or, like, as far back behind you. You would never be able to fit through door frames comfortably. You would never be able to lay down comfortably. It sounds like a terrible fate to have wings. You have to sleep on your stomach or maybe on your side. Yeah, that's true. Unless you had, like, a special bed. Or maybe you sleep like a bat. You just, like, hang a pole in your room and then you just hang upside down. And just let your wings as you would, like, you would freeball, you know? Sleeping with wings wouldn't be a problem for me. I'm a stomach sleeper. Ooh, I have helicopter legs and I wake up in a different position than I fall asleep in every single night. I don't even know what my sleeping position is, bruh. It's everything. I rotate around in my bed. Like I'm playing Twister with a ghost. I do barrel rolls. I have accidentally launched Meow Meow off the bed. Very guilty about, and there's a reason that she doesn't sleep with me often. She usually sleeps on the shelf. We have like a couple of dressers. That's what it is, dressers. In the church bed chambers. Meow Meow will sleep on there. Okay, Star Fox. Okay. Theo and Truckin', what is your guys' ETA on your dinner? I know Truckin' had wings. I don't know if Zio ate. Did you eat Zio? Do I have to be cross with you? To drink some water again. Oh. Oh. You heard me. What'd you have for dinner? My excuse is that it's only 6. So it hasn't been quite dinner time for all that long. But I will. Like, oh, there is a cheesesteak place in Vegas. It's called Pops. And the cheesesteaks are so the cheese steaks are so fucking good, dude. Oh, you guys gotta come to Vegas and have some cheesesteaks because they slap. You only had cheese? I mean, to be fair, I've done that too. We do have just slices of cheese in the fridge right now. I could just eat a slice of cheese for the fun of it. I don't like cheese. I meant cheese steak, but I actually, so my whole entire life, I kind of did hate cheesecake. I didn't like that it was kind of like salty sweet. But as I've gotten older, I've really appreciated cheesecake. I've had some banger fucking cheese in like the last couple of years, actually. There's a steakhouse in Vegas called Prime that I went to when I was graduating college. It was like my graduation gift to go to a nice steakhouse. And they had a banana Foster cheesecake and they made it tableside for you. That shit was crazy. It was so good. It was called Primal. My apologies if I said Prime. Just because I didn't eat anything until after stream last night doesn't mean you have to check in. Jesus. Well, listen. Okay, my bad. I care about my friends. Oopsie daisy. Goodness gracious. You have to come to Philly for the best cheese. Oh yeah, I forgot. Forgot. But drinking Prime is good. I don't know. I still haven't tried Prime, but I've heard from everyone that it's just really sweet. And I don't know if I want that from like a health drink. It's okay. See, like that? Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's usually very sweet or it's just fine. Okay. That's all I really know about it. And that you could, there's a fucking Prime bottle in WWE. That's all I know. Not bad, not good. The energy drinks are okay though. Okay, so there's sports drinks, and then there's energy drinks. Two different kind of drinks that they make. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. I thought they were all just sports drinks. I did not know. Yep. Hell yeah, brother. Ugh. Also, I'm sorry if you guys see me just like randomly rotating. I'm in my office chair and I'm spinning. I'm spinning from side to side. It's decent, but not worth $15. $15? Prime is that fucking expensive, and you have how many bottles in your goddamn room, Nightmare? Jesus. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Do you guys ever listen to the Ninja Sex Party version of that song? Because that song sucks. The Ninja Sex Party version of the cover of that song is crazy good, actually. Huh? Where? For like a case, right? You need a fidget toy for these types of streams? That's a good idea. Honestly, I do need a fidget toy. I was thinking about this not too long, actually, because I was trying to hold like a conversation with someone at dinner, and the whole time I kept wanting to grab my phone, and it wasn't because I wanted to be on my phone. I wanted to be talking and engaged. I just wanted to do something with my hands. So I realized I probably do really need like a fidget toy. Didn't know that Ninja Sex Party did a cover of that song. They did, and it fucking slaps, actually. Because at the end of the song, Dan does like an acapella. I like the harmony that he does. It at the end of that song is really lovely. The NSP cover of that song slaps. Hey, fidget toy review. Oh, that's such a good idea. That's such a good idea because the fidget toy that I see most often are the It's like a keyboard button. It's like a couple of keyboard buttons on like a stick, or it's a simple just one keyboard button. And I hate those. It's not enough. It's not enough for my hand to. I wanna bop it. I want a hand-sized bop it that I could do many things with at any time. Switzerland, but not anymore. Find stuff on throne. Good point. And spinner. The fidget spinner, I had a couple of them, and they weren't like fidget toys for me. They were always like novelties. Like they're just dumb looking, really. I want something like tactile. Fidget cubes, maybe. I do have a friend that had a bunch of fidget cubes. I should have just took one from her. I should have just stole one. Damn. I should have stole things from my friends. Get a hand cam and do it. I want to get a hand cam and do a figure decorating stream because I like to decorate my figure bases when the bases are boring. I just haven't gotten around to getting a ham cam yet because I'm still broke. And all of the money that I got from Twitch last month went straight to paying for mixes and music videos. And the music video that I paid for is like a month late. So that's fun. Dasher is close. Yeah! Get this man some honey chipotle wings! Let's fucking go! And wings does sound kind of good. Chicken sounds kind of good in general. What about a Rubik's Cube? Not for solving, but just for the textile. I think that would piss me off because I've tried to do Rubik's Cubes before, and I've never been able to solve a Rubik's Cube, and it pisses me off that I can't do it. So I would, like, implicitly, I would want to solve it, and not being able to solve it would make me mad. I don't want to, like, punch a hole through my wall or something. I'm joking. I've never punched a hole through my wall. I don't think that I'm capable of punching a hole through my wall. I think it would kind of hurt my knuckles, and I'd go, ow! I punched my desk, though. Never punched a hole through it, though. That was the sound of me hitting my desk. Dasher is close. I'm so hungry. He'll get his wings soon. We'll get your wings soon, brother. A Rubik's Cube, but it's all just one color. Now you might be cooking with gas, my brother. That might be cooking. Sorry, I didn't breathe, and then my head was like, whoa, hey, you need to breathe, and so I had to breathe for a second. That's how you know that I'm yapping too much. I start to forget to breathe at certain intervals. I take another sip of water, actually. Water! Ah, thank you for the sippy check. I got you. King, thank you. Oh, actually, now that I'm really taking a sip of it, I think my Brita filter... Sorry. I think my Brita filter might be going bad. My water doesn't taste very good today. Oh well. No. Alright. Here's a cooldown. Yeah, Nightmare. After the last time you guys made me do a bunch of sippy checks, I genuinely got super nauseous, and I tried to lay down, but it only made it worse. So I was like, alright, I gotta put a timer and a cooldown on these things, or else I'm gonna start getting sick every single stream, which is not what I want to do. Genuinely, drinking that much water knocked me on my ass. Yeah, you can drown in sippies. I certainly did. I certainly did the one time. It was not very fun. Do not recommend drowning in sippy checks. There is a limit to these things. Hope you're fine. Oh, I'm fine. It's because I bought a bigger cup. It's a 40-ounce cup because my 16-ounce cup I would do a bunch of sippy checks and then I'd have no water for the rest. So I got a bigger cup. And then you guys were redeeming more sippy checks because I had a bigger cup, and then I got really sick because I drank way too much water all at once. I will say that's kind of why I have butterfly knives. They're very fidgety. And that is awesome for you, and they're very sick. I don't think I trust myself with the fidget knife. I think I will accidentally cut myself. Like, I will be honest, I am not the most gentle with things. I have a tendency to accidentally, like, throw things or, like, cut my hand when I'm messing with paper because I'll get a paper cut really easily. I feel like if I'm actively fidgeting with a knife, I'll just cut my hand open and I'll go, oh, well, gotta get rid of my finger now. I would recommend a Squiddy from Squid Industries. Oh, I like Splatoon. You guys like Splatoon? I like Splatoon. I haven't played Splatoon in a while. They got butterfly combs, though. Squiddy is the plastic one. Never played. Really? You never played Splatoon? Splatoon's a lot of fun. Worst that can happen is you give yourself a bad part. A bad part. Oh. I see. Well, listen. I this actually relates to my stress tick of pulling my hair out. When I was a kid, I would pull out my hair so frequently that I would get bald spots. Um, and my dad's girlfriend, who eventually became my stepmom, would help me do my hair in the mornings, and she would have to part my hair so far over, like almost on the side of my head, because I would have big bald spots, and there was no other way to make my head look normal. So in a lot of my early childhood photos, I have a fucked up part because I had bald spots. I don't pull my hair out in chunks anymore like that. It's just kind of like a couple of strands at a time. But yeah, I do have a lot of breakage because I'll twirl my hair and then I'll rip it out. And so I'll rip out where the knot is. Um, yeah, I'm learning. You know, I really do need a bunch of fidget toys because, is it a stress thing? It happens when I'm thinking. Um, and not even if anything stressful. If I'm just thinking or I'm at work, I'll just start twirling my hair and then I'll get a knot and I'll just yank it out as like a reflex. When I do get stressed out, I do tend to pull my hair out a lot more frequently, but it just happens. Like my hand just needs something to do, and so I'll just pull out my fucking hair. It's just always been like that. I don't know. I don't know where I even got it from. I just always have done it. I have my food. Yes, Trucking got his food. Congratulations. I'm glad you could still buy yourself food because I'm sure you dropped a bunch of bans at the last Magic tourney again. How much bans did you drop on the newest Magic the Gathering release, my boy? Maybe you can try Pin Stim Fidget Toy. Pin Stim. I've never heard of that. Wait, let me look that up. Pin Stim Fidget. Oh, I've seen these on like TikTok. Little ouchies, huh? You know what? That kind of makes sense for me because when I have like hair clips, sometimes I'll take the hair clip out and then just like crunch my fingers in the hair clip. Like not because it hurts or anything, just because it's something to do. And I feel something when I do that. My GF is kind of the same way. She's been looking in that's actually really smart. I've never heard of them fidget toys. Huh. I'll have to I'll have to throw a couple of fidget toys on my throne tonight. I've already dropped 900 on the new set. Damn. And that's not, man, dude, you're going to look at your finances for the year in like December and you're going to see when the Final Fantasy set came out and your monthly spending just goes astronomical. That's I sent you a link for the squiddy. The practice knife, right? Got it. Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. The squiddy. I think that the squiddy is a funny name too. Hashtag no rent. Fair enough. I need to I need to rein in my spending, bro. It's bad. Yeah, there's one like a small spiky rope that you roll between, which does seem nice. Does seem nice to me. That does appeal to me. The budget chart is a fairly consistent line for Truckin with a singular large upward spike. He did a couple of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering pack opening streams, and I played MTG. I played the TCG player bot for him. When he would pull cards, I would like rapidly look up how much like the good pulls cost on TCG player for him throughout his stream. It was fun, but yeah, it's probably a good thing I never got too deep into TCG because I am so not good at controlling myself when it comes to gacha and things like that. I do not. It's not good for me. Playing Uma Musume has not been good for me. Granted, I have not spent a lot of money on that game. I'm doing a very good job, but now I play the game so addictively because I'm grinding out carrots that there's no carrots for me to grind anymore, so I can't do any gacha anymore, guys. It's terrible. If you're nice, I'll get you a Clive Surge foil. Oh, holy fucking moly! Whoa! I have a regular Clive. I bought it off of one of my friends. But a Clive Surge foil would be crazy because I like Clive. Final Fantasy 16 is pretty freaking awesome. It makes me sad that everyone bags on Final Fantasy 16. Oh, May, there's a game on Steam that it's in playtest right now called Demon Bluff. Demon Bluff. My horse girls, they need their carrots. They do. My horse girls need their carrots, and I'm a terrible trainer because I can't farm any more carrots for them. And then as soon as I have enough carrots for a 10 pull, I fucking do it because I'm a terrible, terrible addict. Oh, it's bad. Got the Kuja Surge Foil. Nice. You're finally pulling Surge Foils, huh? Good for you, bud. Happy for you. Let me look up Demon Bluff. Oh, I think I've seen images of on Twitter. I didn't watch the promo video or anything, but I've definitely seen the art floating around on Twitter. Speaking of like Steam and games, and the fucking the censorship I can't talk. Censorship on itch.io is crazy. It's surprising how fast that's snowballed into just takedowns of content that they feel wary about. Which I saw it coming, but damn, I bought it. LOL. He didn't pull it. He had to buy it. To be fair, I can't blame you. I didn't get shit from my packs anyway. I think I only bought like 8 packs total, and I didn't get anything. And I was like, all right, good enough, good enough for me. I'll live. I did pull a couple cards from the new set. They're each well over $100. Nice, good for you, man. Are you gonna you know what you should do? You should get like a body cam and take it with you to a Magic tournament. If people around you are comfortable with that sort of environment, I think it'd be cool if you in person streamed a Magic tournament, and then people could watch you kill in real time. I don't know, just an idea, because I probably could never do it. Whatchamacallit, in person. Cameras are scary. I only trust my phone. Want to wear a trench coat and be like, you want to buy some limited eds? God. Ugh. Scary. Open the coat and you got like 4 mini binders. He would. His binder is looking really nice. If you ever show up to a trucking stream, ask him to pull out his binder. He'll show you how his set's looking. His Final Fantasy binder's looking real nice. Oh yeah. You're gonna show us your binder? But we just met. Oh, I know, it's so intimate. It's so intimate. I also don't remember if I talked to you guys before I went out of town. But I also went the weekend before I went out of town, and it just so happened that these events were so close to each other. I went to the Lady Gaga Mayhem Ball for her Vegas date, which, hey, fucking crazy. Lady Gaga puts on insane concerts, which was awesome for me because I always wanted to go to a Lady Gaga concert, and it very much lived up to the hype. Her production value is insane, and if you people know anything about me, you should know that I love the Phantom of the Opera very much. Phantom of the Opera is like my favorite thing in the world, and the entire concert was like very gothic, Renaissance opera house themed, which holy fucking moly is like one of my favorite aesthetics ever. Like the gothic cathedral theme and the gothic opera house theme are like my 2 favorite aesthetics in the world. So I was very pleased about the Lady Gaga concert. She also played like my favorite songs in like the first 10 minutes of the show. So I was like, shit, I like got those out of the way. I could just sit here and enjoy the rest of the show without wondering if my favorite song's gonna come on. So it was pretty fucking awesome. Great concert. I love concerts. I wish I could go to more, but I hate how unaffordable live entertainment has become. Like live theater, live concerts, um, even fucking concerts in the park cost money now. Like I capitalism. Something must be done about this. Something must be done about this. But yeah, concert was expensive, but it was very worth it. And I cannot spend money for the rest of the year because I'm so broke that it's not even funny. Um, but I will still try my very best to produce music videos and covers while with any spare dollar that I get. I'm trying very hard to get the MV that I paid for. Across the finish line. Don't know what the holdup is at this point, but I promise I'll post it. Literally, like at this point, I'll post the MV the same fucking day that I get the final file, because it's crazy late at this point. I be able to put something out. I feel very apologetic that I have not been able to post anything. That is how streaming feels sometimes. Spare change, please. I wasn't trying to guilt you guys into giving me $1, I promise, but thank you, Chokin. Thank you, Chokin. But yeah, with the spare money that I have, I'll try to still put out covers and stuff. Utsu P actually just put out a song that I think is like really relevant for me for May, and so I'll probably cover that Utsu P song, which should be pretty cheap because the lovely thing about being in the Vocaloid is that their instrumentals are 9 times out of 10 always publicly available. It's not like a lot of the songs that I get requests to sing. Um, there's like no instrumentals for that are publicly available, so I have to like get them recreated, which is a pain, which is a pain. So I'm excited to start learning that Usupi song so that I can post a cover relatively cheaply. Oh, an artist called Youngblood made Bloodfest and tickets sell out max $20 to $50. Thank God. That's awesome. I wish more fucking festivals. Dude, I wanted to go to When We Were Young so bad, but one, I did not want to go to a music festival in Las Vegas because it was gonna be like 100 billion fucking degrees. But man, I wanted to go so bad, and then I looked at tickets, and tickets were like minimum $250, and I was like, guess I'm not going. Which I was sad because that meant I wasn't going to be able to see like System of a Down. But at the same time, I didn't want to be outside in 100 degrees anyway. So, and then When We Were Young was canceled this year. It was supposed to happen again this year. If you aren't familiar with the When We Were Young festival, it is a metal and rock based music festival that happens in Vegas. But they canceled it this year for some reason. So that made the decision for me. Guess I'll never go. But it's fine. And then also, System of a Down is fucking touring this year, and then they're not going to like any places near me. So that's fun too. That's fun too. There's a solo concert in my truck every day. Hell yeah, boy. Let your pipes flow free with song. That is the heavy metal May church way. Hell yeah. That's awesome. The solo concert also happens regularly in my car every day. That's where I practice my screams. Because I don't want to scare my neighbors. They have like 4 kids. So I try to scream at decent times, or when I think that the kids will not be there. Which also limits when I can sing. Sucks, but such is apartment life. My church is an apartment. That's just how it is. Also, sorry for my nose is kind of stuffy today. So if you guys hear any random weird exhales, it's because I have to breathe through my nose weirdly. Try to free up the space up in my nostrils. If you understand what I'm saying. Practices screaming at red light. The fuck is wrong with her? Honestly, that's probably what people look over and see too. Because at the office, I also don't dress goth or alternative. I wear a lot of whites, a lot of grays, a lot of pinks, a lot of blues, like a lot of neutral and soft colors to the office. So then they'll just see this purple-haired fucking maniac like at any red light screaming my fucking head off to whatever I'm listening to that day. Honestly, and a lot of I scream to a lot of tutorials too. I will straight up put on a screaming vocal like warm up tutorial and then just listen to that the whole way home. It's very boring, but it's some practice. I don't want to scare the kids upstairs. Hashtag undercover goth. It's tough. It's tough because then too, I don't want to give my coworkers like my Instagram because I have coworkers that are really nice to me, um, and I like it's been like, oh, like, do you have a social media? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do, but I don't really give it out. So it's like it feels I feel bad because it's like I also don't want to share my Instagram with my coworkers and have them be like, where's your shirt, dude? Not that I'm not wearing shirts. I'm always wearing shirts. You get what I mean. I like to layer my clothing a lot, so it's like a lot of mesh and then like a bronze. It's don't you know I don't need to go into it, but exercises and warm up is a great idea. Yeah, just on the way home, I throw on like a 30-minute exercise because my drive home is around like 3, okay, depending on the traffic. I'll just throw on a vocal lesson or a screaming warm up or something on the ride home. And in my car, it's very contained, so I could just you know. Any single female coworkers? Wait, actually, I have tea. I have tea. With you just saying that, I have tea. So, no names, obviously. I mean, you people don't know any of my coworkers anyway. But so when I first met these people, I'm pretty sure that I heard her say that she lives with her boyfriend, right? But so okay. The way that my office works, there is a downstairs and an upstairs. And in the downstairs, there's an outside area where a lot of people will hang out, like breaks and whatever. So I regularly walk outside of the upstairs office to go downstairs and then leave to go wherever to get my lunch. And um, last week I went outside and it was just two of my colleagues, and she was like leaning in. She was like, you know, when like someone is like rocking forward on their feet, they're just like kind of going like forward and back, forward and back. And she was kind of like rocking on her feet towards him with her hands behind her back and her hands kind of folded cutely, and she's rocking towards him and they're talking and they're really close. And I'm thinking to myself like, doesn't she have a boyfriend? Like, I'm pretty sure I remember her having a boyfriend. But obviously it's not my fucking business, so I just walked past. I don't think they saw me because they were at the other end of the fucking area or whatever. And I was by like the door. So I get out of there fast, but in my head I'm like, fuck, like I think I remember her having a boyfriend. But then also I was like, you know what? Maybe I just clocked it weird. Maybe I was just overthinking things. Women and men can be friends. It's normal. Everyone's a human. Everyone can be friends. And then last week, as I was leaving for the day, and no, again, it was one of those times where nobody was out then, but there with those two, she was like blinking, like she had something in his eye, something in her eye, and then the guy she was talking to. So okay, she's like almost my height, a little bit taller, and then the guy is like way taller. So he like bends. He's like as I'm walking outside, he's actively bending over and like ever so gently cradling her face, and he like swipes his thumbs beneath her eyes, and they're standing sideways so I can see the whole interaction. Um and in my head I'm like, "Oh, something's happening." I definitely clocked it the first time. Something's happening between those two, and I don't remember if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure at least one of them is not single. So that is tea that will probably be brewing within the cathedral for a while because I've clocked it twice now. So that means something's happening and I don't know what, but ooh, does the tea smell nice. Oh yeah, they fucking and like I can't. It's so because I also have not been working there for very long. They have both been there for longer than I have been, so it's like it's not my place, you know. I not my place to say anything, not my place to you know, not my place to interject anywhere. I am a mere observer because I'm still new there. So listen, if I see anything else, I'll let you guys know. But I'm pretty. I'll have to bring it up somehow. They're both people that I don't talk with regularly, so it's going to be hard. And I know I'm an adult. I'm an adult woman. I should not interfere. But I want to know, like, does she still have a boyfriend? Because I'm pretty sure I remembered her talking about her partner not wanting her to get another cat. But yet, she's all cuddled up to one of the guys on staff here. So what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. Listen, I'm a nosy bitch. I know I have a lot of mouths, but boy am I nosy. And I love being an observer. I love sipping on tea. I love people watching and when I go out by myself, I am always eavesdropping because I love hearing about what the fuck people are talking about at dinner. And luckily, Church IT Tech does too. So if we're at dinner together and we hear an interesting conversation, we are both shutting the fuck up and we're looking at each other from behind a menu like, "Oh shit, you just hear that, bitch? That's crazy." Ugh, this is a soap opera waiting to happen, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Of course, I don't want anything bad to happen to either of them, but I enjoy a little bit of TV in the office. You know what I mean? I'll watch. I'll watch. But yeah, that's all the office tea I have. I hate drama, but goddamn, do I love other people's drama. Oh, so true. And oh, actually, so I have less fun drama as well. So I have a friend who is working at a um at a doctor's office, and the doctor's office hired a director of people that was an older white woman. And this is important for context because I live in Las Vegas. A large population of people who live here are Spanish speakers. They're Hispanic. Um, and she, a couple weeks after being there, she fired a couple of the staffers and hired on some of her friends, which was already sus to begin with. And then 2 weeks ago, she put out a new clause, a new policy banning Spanish speaking in the office unless they are communicating with a customer who primarily speaks Spanish. Um, that's not good. And so all of the ladies who work there are Hispanic, primarily Mexicans. And so they're all like, "What the fuck do you mean that I can't speak my language? You know, with other women who speak my language? That's fucked up." And so somebody, not my friend, went to the head of the practice and went, "Hey, like this lady is banning Spanish speaking in your office where we are primarily Spanish speakers. What the hell?" And so last I heard, they fired the new director of people at the doctor's office. But a couple days after they got rid of the no Spanish speaking clause, they reinstated it. So now my friend is like, "I have to fucking quit this job." We'll see how that shakes out, and hopefully she's able to get a new job because that place sucks anyway. But that's her office too. Don't quote me, but I think that's illegal. Yeah, and like that was my thought too. That sounds pretty fucking illegal to me. But I don't know, I didn't get a degree in law, baby. I got a degree in journalism. and my journalistic senses were saying, "Ooh, that's not that doesn't sound good to me, buddy." I don't know. I don't know. That's just my thoughts though. But okay. I have been talking for about 2 hours. I will probably wrap up and then start figuring out what the hell I'm gonna eat because I am hungry and I also need to put some more dye in my hair. Because my bangs are blonde again and with the rest of my head is purple. I don't want my bangs to be blonde. So I'm gonna figure out what the hell's going on for dinner, and I'm gonna put some dye in my bangs. But before I go, is there anything else you guys want to chat about with me today? Any tea you want to share? Any updates? Any life updates? Anyone having a birthday? Anyone, I don't know, have a really cool piss or something? Dye Meow Meow? No! Her fur is like a pristine white. If I dye her, it's never gonna be the same. My sweet little baby kitty. She is shaved though. She's bald. I got tea. Shit, boy. Give up. Give it up. Give up the tea, baby. I want to hear it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm set. I need to get a tea drinking hand toggle. That's the next step. That's what I need. I'm also playing with a pen. I have pens that have kitty paws on them, so just know I am playing with one of my kitty paw pens. My birthday is in like a month and a half, and I intend to have 2 weeks off to it. Fuck yeah, Marwal! Are you gonna be going out with your friends again for your birthday, or are you just gonna take the time off of work for the sake of taking the time off of work? It's gonna take me a while to type. Entertain chat while I work on it. Got it. Well, if there's one thing I can do, it's be entertaining, eh? For some reason, the first thing in my mind was the New York Mets. I don't know fucking shit about baseball, but it is fantastic when I see cities very unified about their sports. LA, like, you saw it on my aunt's cat's collar. They fucking love the Dodgers out there. And there's not really that kind of unity in Vegas, except for the Golden Knights. People really do unify over the Las Vegas Golden Knights here in Vegas. People won't give a fucking shit about the Raiders or whatever the fuck our baseball team is, because I know we're gonna get the A's, which I think stands for athletics. I don't fucking know, but you don't give a shit about sports. It was incredible to see Dodgers stuff literally everywhere in LA. Huh? Theo also doesn't give a shit about sports. Let's fucking go. Gonna see friends, and when I can, since they all work weird hours, but otherwise we'll vibe and probably stream like a fiend. Fuck yeah, Marwal. Marwal's been playing a lot of Metal Gear. Whenever I catch him on, at least. Guys like Metal Gear, check out Marwal. Yeah, the Knights is the only born in Vegas team. The others are transplants. Are the Raiders also from Oakland? I knew that the Raiders are transplant, but I know that the A's, the Athletics, are from Oakland, but I had no fucking clue where the Raiders were from. Yes, I see, and then that's why the people of Vegas love the Knights. Yeah, and then also after the October 1st shooting that happened in Vegas, unfortunately, during the Knights' second year, I believe, the Knights did a lot for the community, donating to um, to organizations, surrounding shooting and really promoting donating blood and pitching into the community. So the Knights are they responded really well to the tragedy that happened here, and so that really made an impact on how people felt about them, and people that didn't care about them became diehard. I even watched a couple of fucking games after that, actually, and I don't give a shit about sports. My buddy and his girlfriend here's the tea from Truckin', by the way. My buddy and his girlfriend broke up a few months ago, but they live with each other. Tough. She has a new boyfriend and he sleeps with random chicks at the bar. Ooh, okay. But when she drinks too much, she either drags him into her room or will just go into his. Even though she has a new BF, she still has drunk sex with her ex. Ooh, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I actually, reminds me of tea that happened between some of my not close friends. This is tea that I heard from another friend about people that I know. And he was obsessed with one of their mutual friends. She kept turning him down. And so he slept with someone on Hinge, and he accidentally got her pregnant, and so they got engaged, and now they live together. He was obsessed with the friend that he initially wanted. And of course, the friend, wants nothing to fucking do with any of that shit. So that's also a messy situation. I'm just a bystander, and she is also trying so hard to be a bystander. It's tough, dude. I'm so glad that me and church IT are not messy people. I hate. Listen, I usually am the therapist friend. I have to be level-headed in most situations. I need to have my shit together. And I'm so glad that church IT also has his shit together. We both don't like to be involved in any mess whatsoever. Things are very calm in the church, but we love it when things are not calm outside of the church. Very interesting. Yeah, they hung a banner in the stadium. Yeah, I know. That's still there. I remember that. If you ever need an answer about sports, I'm here. Let's fucking go. Zio will be the sports. I actually have a random sports question. What is the heaviest ball? What is the heaviest sports ball? Because I presume it would be a softball. Bowling ball. Fuck! 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 I forgot about bowling balls! Fuck! I go bowling like every couple months too! Fuck! Of course it's a bowling ball! Who do you think you are? I am! Fuck! I love bowling, by the way. We should go bowling, guys. I'm gonna bear hug IT when I see him. He'll like that. He likes hugs. Or technically the stones in the strongman games. Fuck! Well, okay, do stones count as balls? They're round, but I wouldn't say that a stone counts as a ball, you know? I wouldn't play basketball with a stone because it doesn't bounce back. I'd throw a stone at someone, though. The average bowling ball is 15 pounds. Ooh, that makes me feel real weak. I usually use like an 8-pounder or a 10-pounder. Look at the stones in the strongman games. Are they round? Strongman game stone. It's a lifting stone. Oh yeah, them bitches round. I don't think it would bounce back though. But that is a round stone. That's a nice smooth stone. I like the stone. Yeah. Big old ball. Big old ball. I'm a fan of the big old ball. How heavy are those? I'm sure. Plus, they're like hundreds of pounds. Yeah, no, I'm sure. But like, okay. Is bowling a sport? Does bowling count as sports? Actually, I'm gonna Google it. Is bowling sport? Is bowling sport? Okay, well, yes, bowling is considered a sport. So I guess that you did answer my question correctly. I Yes, there is a pro league. Damn. Fuck. Why do I have to be wrong about so many things? You guys ever have you guys ever seen the Who Do You Think You Are? Who do you think who do you why can't I say things? Who do you think you are? I am that guy. I love that guy. I think about that bowling guy all the time. Anything else? No, that's it, pretty much. Not too much rattling around in this skull of mine. I am getting very hungry. I might leave post haste to have some num nums. Woody hoo! What the hell? What the hell? I mean, all right, sure. Woody hoo! Woody hoo to you too, my boy. I'm not the nerd. I don't know what church IT can bring home. I don't know what's for dinner. Sorry, guys. Goodness gracious. All right, I guess I'll wrap up for the day. Well, you guys, I know Truckett and Zio are. Oh, I thought he was already home. Nope. I don't know where his ass is at. He usually gets food from his parents. I don't know what they're having. But anyway, if you were here and you were lurking, please feel free to join our Discord. We have one of those. We talk in those. I try to play games sometimes in my Discord. Right now, it has only really been Final Fantasy XIV. I will try to have more game nights and movie nights in the future, though. He's off shopping for more tea. Oh, thank God, my man, my man. But yeah, I have posted the link to our Discord. I also make covers. Or is it cover? It's cover. I make covers, so if you ever want to hear me sing, please do so. I like to think that I am decent at singing. I don't know, dude. Hit me, I guess. I don't know. I appreciate you being. She shit herself. No, I I didn't do that. If you were here and lurking, please consider dropping a follow. I'd love to hang out with you again. If y'all really liked me, feel free to subscribe. That would be pretty cool. And oh shit, that's it. You sound pretty good, May. I do. Shit. Thank you, my boy. My goodness. Finally some recognition around here. My gosh. Anyway. anyway. Thank you all for being here. I will return probably on Friday or Saturday. I haven't quite yet decided on if I will return with Final Fantasy X on Friday or if I want to finish Kingdom Hearts first. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll figure it out, but I will likely be back on Friday or Saturday. Shit, maybe even Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. It's Tuesday. It's an early week still. But I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending 2 hours of your time with me, and thank you for welcoming me back. It's always great to come back and have you guys to hang out with, and I appreciate you, and I love you, and I see you guys soon. Thank you for being here. Goodbye, and I'll see you later. And yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.